This clip is brought to you by Mind Bullet. Increase focus for work or working out. Enjoy this clip.
A lot of people are getting into running in the audience because Mark's been running like a madman, right? And you've been doing this for a while, but the no music thing is interesting. I wonder, can you remember to when you first started running and you were choosing not to listen to music at that time too, right? What were some of the problems that you were coming across while you were running, like beginner stuff that you maybe found a way to fix that a lot of people are dealing with? Because there's so many little things that happen when a beginner gets into running. And I think you probably have ways to go about it.
Yeah. A lot of the things that a lot of people run into is boredom. And they get uncomfortable with their thoughts. And it sounds crazy, but like when you start running and you don't have music, your mind is like, okay, I need something to distract me because this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're going to think like, okay, I want to quit. But if I like to think about things either I have to work on or things that I'm grateful in my life. If I'm at a low point in the run, I think of things that I've accomplished and it gives me confidence to keep pushing. Mm-hmm. That kind of sparks like a euphoria in me, and it gets it just gets me through the run. So I think using tools like that and self-motivating yourself is something you learn only by not training with music, because you almost have to like soul search in a way.
Yeah. You know what's interesting about that is like recently I probably should start doing that when I'm running too, because recently I was realizing that there's so much of my day that is filled with some type of noise. I could be listening to an audiobook or then some type of music, or I'm listening to something and learning something. But I found that and I've started having more time where I have nothing and I can just actually be alone with my thoughts. And during running is probably a place I need to do it too. But do you do that in other parts of your day too? Or is it mainly when you're running that you give yourself that time to think about things? And do you do that anywhere else in your day?
Yeah. Actually, when I lift, and this has only been of recent, probably the past three months, I started lifting without music. And like sometimes it's on because I work out at the BPHQ. Sometimes it's on, but a lot of times I'm in there with no music. And I think I've just like preferred it because there's so many distractions for me throughout the day, and I think everybody can relate to that. Whereas when I work out, I just love being to my thoughts, and it sounds weird, but I just love like self-motivating. Mm-hmm. I'll think of stuff. I'll think of anything that like fires me up or makes me want to just work hard. I just think it like made me, I don't know, appreciate like what I've accomplished, because I'll dig for those if I ever need it.
Yeah.
I think being left with your own thoughts is like a really important thing.
Yeah.
Because you might have some self-doubt and then you talk yourself out of it. You might tell yourself to stop, or you might tell yourself, this is too heavy, this is too hard, you should go home. For me, I could think, oh, I wonder about the kids, or like, I wonder what they're doing, and maybe I should be home, and like just any excuse to get me out of like whatever the hell it is I'm doing. And when you walk yourself through that process and you don't have something like music or a video or something playing in the background, you get to work your way through it literally, and you get to kind of calm yourself down and you say, no, let me see if I can calm my breathing down. Oh, let me see if I can get my heart rate to go down. Let me see if I could, maybe I could just concentrate on this run. Maybe just run faster for a little while. Yeah. It's like hard to even concentrate on that if you have music going, or even sometimes listening to a podcast. But a podcast, I think, can be a little different because you can get lost in your run still by listening to a podcast, because you don't have like a beat of music that can sometimes take over your stride.
Yeah, and I do listen to podcasts too. That's one thing. I'll do that because sometimes, just not running with music all the time does get old, but just switch it up. Like I'll do it, but I run the best when I have no music and no podcast, because I can listen to my cadence, my feet hit the ground, and I just like, I'm in the moment. Your thoughts are powerful, man. You can really, when you're just like suffering and thinking about yourself, you'll get some weird thoughts. Like you'll be like, you'll kind of like discover things that you never thought about yourself. It forces you to, like I said, like analyze yourself in like a deep form. Like sometimes when I'm in a run, and I remember back to my marathon prep, I would be like, why do I want to cut this run short? I remember thinking this one specific. Why do I keep wanting to cut these runs short? And I think like what I got out of that was because like I had trouble at the moment finishing things. I always wanted to cut things in my life short. So I made sure I finished every run.
You cut everything short, bitch. Right? You say that to yourself and you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, you fucking do, right?
Yeah, I
You
mean,
work your way through it.
I think it just came down to like how you do one thing is how you do everything. And that reminded me of like, okay, if I'm going to cut this run short, I'm probably going to cut other things in my life short. And that's just kind of how I just try to relate life to.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, go ahead and comment down below and let us know what you liked about it. All right. Share this with a friend. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And also, we are on Reddit and Discord. All that's down below. All our sponsors and everyone that supports us down below there too. So you can get whatever you like from us. All right. Peace.